Hey, hello, and what is up, YouTube? Welcome to today's Path of Exile 3.12 announcement. So hopefully you guys are joining us here and ready for all of the fun. I'm going to jump over here to pathofexile.com. Is this where this is at? And let's see where we're at. All right, Path of Exile Heist is what we've got on the webpage. So, Path of Exile Heist is going to release on September 18th, 2020. We are 16 days, 22 hours, 55 minutes, and 32 seconds away from Path of Exile Heist. Okay, so let's take a look here. The press tour is complete. That was yesterday. Do they have the new Heist website up? They do. All right, so without any further ado, let us go and take a look at Heist. Welcome to everybody in chat, by the way. It's nice to see so many of you here. A lot of you are jumping over from our variety streaming on Twitch. We've been doing that pretty much every day for the last week, and we're going to continue doing that leading up to Path of Exile Heist. But here we go. This is going to be the official trailer for Path of Exile Heist. So I got to make sure that I got my volume turned all the way up, and hopefully we'll actually be able to hear this sucker. Let's watch this on YouTube. Let's go full screen.
Thank you, everyone, for being on time. We have a lot to cover. The mark is in the rear of the dining hall. Cast, you're up first. You'll need to crack the lock and get us inside. Once we're in, Talina will use the vents to bypass patrols. There's a steel barrier that blocks access to the hall. Tibbs, can you handle it?
All right, so we got a big guy who can open doors.
Nyla just needs to bridge the gap.
That's a big hammer.
There's enough in that bunker for all of us to live very comfortably.
Yeah, but
if
we're gonna
we stick to the plan, we should have no trouble at all.
What is that?
If we stick to the plan.
Escape the faculty with the crest of Ezamir. Escape the faculty with the urn of Faroud. So is this like a betrayal research encounter? Steal the box, escape the facility. Alert level. Okay. Let's see what this is like. Yes, I joined Twitch, Scott. I joined Twitch. We got a Twitch channel over there.
Gear Games. In this new league, you will plan and execute elaborate heists.
Elaborate heists. Oh, there's the cat! There's the
remote
cat!
area and hire a crew of thieves to perform tasks such as lockpicking, demolition, and transportation. Break into a
Lockpicking,
secure facility and be careful not to trigger the alarm.
This is like stealth elements coming to
Bypass
PoE?
security measures and infiltrate the vault containing a valuable artifact. Make a mad dash back to the extraction point to lock in your haul. Use your cut of the profits to obtain a blueprint, uncover escape routes, and train your crew as you plan the ultimate job.
This is like
executing a grand heist.
This is like betrayal.
Choose your payoff from exclusive new items such as alternate quality gems, trinkets, body and weapon enchantments, replica unique items, experimented base types, and more.
Experimental.
Find your escape on September 18th.
All right, experimental base types. Okay, so let's take a look here. All right, Chris, you had me at the coins and the currency. Yeah, so this right here looks like betrayal. No, is that not what this looks like? What is this screen here? This is 12% chance to avoid being interrupted. Okay, so this is the unlocking stuff. Karst. Karst can unlock stuff. And then that's a whole bunch of different drops. Do you see that? Do you see that the drops have got like a lockpick next to them? That is a chess piece. All sockets linked have modifiers. 6% increased effect. What? Betrayal where we do the betraying? Yeah, I guess that's right. That's right. It's like reverse betrayal. Off topic, but did they ever give an update about the automatic tab sorting? Hopefully that's coming soon. That's all that we know. Life modifiers have 6% increased effect. Okay, so that's why it's up to 133 life. Huh. I'm assuming these are going to be drop only, right? And then this was Replica. Replica Iron Commander. So is this Legacy? Are Replica unique items Legacy? Are you going to watch the Ziggy D interview? We're going to look at a couple of different resources here. We're going to look at some of the different gaming outlets that have already had interviews with Chris, and we'll read through those. Royal Bergenet. Requires level 65, 148 strength. Contraband. It's red, so it's contraband. So what does that mean? Huh. All right, so let's go take a look. Let's add that to the liked videos. And then let's go comment. Hyped for Heist. Hyped for Heist. Okay, so let's go read. Let's read first, and then we can do some developer interview stuff. All right, Path of Exile Heist. In Path of Exile Heist, you will hire skilled thieves to help you pull off risky heists. Steal valuable artifacts to fund and train your crew as you plan towards the execution of a grand heist. Okay, so we're building towards, you know, an Alva temple, or we're building towards a betrayal safe house. That's what we're doing. We're building towards something. Our September expansion contains the Heist Challenge League, 9 new skills and support gems, revamps of curses, steal skills, and some spells. Curse revamp will be interesting. Grand Heist offers exclusive new rewards such as weapon and body armor enchantments. Weapon enchantments? Okay. Heist trinkets, alternate quality gems, and replica unique items. Uncover the Rogue Harbor. Buy your passage to the Rogue Harbor, where you'll consort with a crew of thieves who offer nefarious services. 13 rogues can be contracted to assist you with setting up or executing a heist by filling roles such as transportation, lock-picking, or demolition. So they're going to sell this as a hideout, right? Oh, that's kind of cool. He's got a good-looking armor set there. Kind of looks like primitive Iron Man. No? Like right there, that's the Iron Man suit piece. It's the power core, right? Hire a specialist. In order to execute a heist, you need to know the location of a valuable artifact and what defenses safeguard it. Contracts containing these clues can be found throughout Ray class alongside coins with the mysterious emblem of the Rogue Harbor. Travel there and turn in these objects to hire the expertise you need for your heist. All right, so you already know, as soon as they say, hey, go and hire these NPCs to go help you, you already know from the get-go, right? From day one, right away, instantly. People are just going to have builds that just don't care about any of these things, right? Or that don't care about the guards inside it, right? Like with the alert level, people are already going to make a build that just does not care about this alert level. Like if all the guards in the entire zone just keep coming at you, good luck killing whoever figures out the next immortal build for this next patch cycle, right? Okay, let's see here. Rogue's Marker creates a portal to the Rogue Harbor from a town or hideout. Uses currency for services in the Rogue Harbor. Okay, guys, this does not make me happy. Do you see the stack size? It stacks up to 10,000. That's the first unhyped thing I've seen so far. Guys, does this remind anybody of Perandus coins? These better stack. These better stack. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Contract Bunker. Requires perception level 1. Heist target box of Tripsis. Okay. Give this contract to Adaya in the Rogue Harbor to embark on the heist. Forgotten Site. Contract repository. Okay, so this is like an alternate to mapping. That's what this is. Hey, everybody that's been asking for an alternative to mapping. Here it is, right? Area level I-83. This is like distant memories. That's what this is. This is synthesis. This is synthesis-like. This is an alternative to mapping. The area level's 83, so the monsters are actually going to be worth farming at a high level tier. Am I missing something here, guys? I mean, maybe this will be incredibly rare and you won't ever get to fight it. That's a map. Synthesis plus Temple plus Betrayal. Yeah, I think you're right, Taco. Urn of Farad. The Farudian cannot earn burial in the sky. They have other ways to keep their dead. Okay. Incense of Keth. Okay. What was this picture? Did we not look at this one? Oh, that's pretty cool. The question here is this gameplay or is this going to be a cutscene? I know that PoE doesn't build in a lot of cutscenes. I'm just wondering if that's going to be like a preloaded cutscene whenever you break through a wall. Execute the heist. If you can't escape the heist, you'll lose everything you stole while infiltrating the facility. So it's pretty high risk, high reward. You'll need to support your rogue while they bypass security in order to reach the vault. Wait, so is this escort? Is this an escort mission? Is that what this is? Yeah, but you're going to have to do how many maps to get them? That's a fair point, D'Artagnan. Cal said, Iron switches to YouTube. PoE 80 viewers. Twitch, it's 16. Yeah, I mean, that's just the way how it is, man. Which, by the way, shout out to everybody who jumped over from Twitch. Escort missions. Yeah, that's what this looks like, right? This is going to be escort missions. Right? NPCs in PoE are pretty durable, so I don't think they'll be in danger. I mean, you'll need to support your rogue while they bypass security. If they're just locked out and they're invulnerable, right, and it's just like kill people while NPC does animated action, then so be it. But be careful with how much commotion you cause, or you may trigger the alarm, causing the facility to be locked down. When this happens, it's time to run. Again, are people just going to figure out a build that can just not care about the alarm? Or is the alarm going to be like a closed down memory? Like, hey, this is done now. You're no longer able to access this area and gain its loot. I think you have to minigame to assist their task. Okay. Escape the facility. I mean, there's a bunch of guys here, but do these guys not die? Is that why they're gray? Or is that just the... Maybe that's just the coloring of their armor. Yeah, here's one where we're breaking through a door, and there's some guys waiting on the other side. But notice this one, there is no escape alert level. This one, there's no alert level, but it's escaped the facility already. This one, there's nothing in that top right corner. Alright, equip your crew. Specialized items can be equipped to rogues to make them stealthier, deadlier, and more adept at their roles. Like any other Path of Exile items, rogue equipment can be crafted with currency items. A well-equipped crew is a great asset when undertaking the most difficult heists. Alright, so this is like building to a level to actually have these skills. Okay. I'd wager that the alarm is just a checkpoint and you must fight, run, or die. Okay. That could be fair. We will all be able to live comfortably with what's inside the vault. Drops 3 alterations. Yes. Yep. That's a good way to put it. Well said, Arrow. Well said. Okay. Criminal's Golden Brooch. 8% increased job experience gain. Yeah, so we have to level them up. Requires 3 in any heist skill. Sulfur Blowtorch requires 4 engineering. Guys, if this is like Betrayal, I'm just saying this from day one. From day one, from... What is this? Like 15 minutes of knowledge. Players today in 2020 still have no idea how betrayal works. There are players inside the G3 guild who still have no idea how betrayal works. If this is going to be like betrayal, content producers are going to love this. Because it means they can produce a new video every other day on how to do this mechanic. Regular gamers are going to hate this because it's going to mean they've got to spend a bunch of time watching, reading, and learning rather than just playing. Oh, man. We're rich! Tier 2 essences. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Yeah, Ska says, 600 hours logged in and still no clue how betrayal works. And I played during betrayal. Alright, Enforcer's Standard Sharpening Stone of the Newt. Increased melee damage. Players and their minions regenerate 1% of their life per second. Okay, so your NPCs also can potentially give you boosts. Honor Visage. The ring's cut reduced by 14%. 11% increased time before lockdown. Reduced hiring fee. Okay, that's interesting. So we're going to have to purchase the services of each of these NPCs. Plan a grand heist. The ultimate goal of a thief is to pull off a grand heist. Did they just straight up get this from Rick and Morty? Did they watch the Rick and Morty episode that's all about the heist? And they're just like, yep, we're doing a heist. That's what we're doing. Every show, every movie's about a heist. We're doing a heist. Is that what this is? I mean, this is why we play ARPGs, spreadsheets, and stealth gameplay. Yeah, no, you're right, Arrow. That's not why most of us play. Here's the loot. Holds up a stack of the Gambler. Yeah. I'm calling this one the Micromanagement League. Yeah, you're right. I don't watch Rick and Morty. I mean, you don't have to watch Rick and Morty. Here's the storyline of that particular episode. They make fun of the fact that a lot of different shows have a heist scene. Or a heist episode or a heist movie. They say they get their league ideas from movies. Okay, so this is Gone in 60 Seconds? That's what this is? Or this is Ocean's 12? This is Wilson's 12? That's what this is? This is Wilson's 11? Richard says, so overly complicated league mechanic? Depending on how you want to look at it, I think this is going to be about as complicated, if not more so, than Betrayal. I'm all in for the micromanagement, 4X gaming, and PoE hype. Yeah. So not only is this what it is, we lost Harvest Crafting. I mean, we didn't lose Harvest Crafting because of Heist. We lost Harvest Crafting because Harvest Crafting was literally an item editor. Casino Royale PoE edition? Yeah, that's what this is. What are the top heist movies? What are the top heist movies, right? Just show me. Okay, Drive, American Animals, the Hurricane Heist, King of Thieves, popular heist movies. Ocean's 8. Like, there you go. They watched the dev team at GGG was watching heist movies, and they were like, hey, let's do a heist. All right. So we require blueprints that show where the vaults are located inside sprawling facilities. These elaborate jobs require masterful planning, purchasing additional intel about the facility, and hiring multiple rogues to assist with their many obstacles. I skipped a line. Purchasing additional intel about the facility and hiring multiple rogues to assist with their many obstacles. This planning can result in a huge payoff as each vault has its own exclusive rewards. This is where the kitty cat was sitting, right? That's where the kitty cat tease was? Oh, there's the kitty cat right there. Wakano? Are we sure that's not Wakamo? Wakano reveals 5. Okay, so this is a blueprint, and then like you can see what's in each of these rooms. I don't know. At least I guessed the color scheme right. Yeah, you nailed it, Toto. The cat is the boss. Calling it now, though, barely playable 3 weeks in. Oh, for sure. I mean, that's every league. It doesn't matter whether it's Heist or Harvest or Delve or Incursion or Fall of Oriath, right? There's always going to be bugs and stuff that come with everything. That's just the way how it goes. Grinding Gear Games pumps out 4 new leagues patches every year in a free-to-play game. That's a lot of content. Okay, what is this? Is this Elementalist? Is that what that is? Flipping back and forth? Herald of Ash with Anger, Golem. Huh. Okay. Can't wait to completely ignore this mechanic. Should I go ahead and start planning a champion or a guardian league starter? If they don't do much to a certain jewel that is available from Delirium, then you should build completely around that jewel. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to play it. I'm going to enjoy this. I love playing Path of Exile, and a new league is always fun. So, a heist league like the Rick and Morty episode? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we said a couple minutes ago. It's like, wait, they watched the Rick and Morty episode of everything as a heist. And so now we're in a heist. Joke's on you, I don't play Delirium. Yeah. 40% chance for double divination cards from heist chests. Looks like Magic Find is back on the menu, boys! We're doing some Magic Find. Fate Curio. 5% chance for Regal Orbs to drop as Exalted Orbs instead in Heist. What? What? 40% increased rogue markers dropped from monsters. 41% chance to double maps from ice chests. 44% chance to double scarabs. This is going to be another loot explosion league. Maybe not on release, right? Maybe they'll have to tinker with what the drop rates are. But this will be another league like Delirium where everybody's going to get filthy rich. Which, to be fair, after Harvest, we all have to get filthy rich in order to craft our stuff now. One of the exclusive rewards you'll be able to steal from Grand Heists are trinkets, which go in their own new equipment slot. These magical items influence what rewards you'll find from future heists you run. Some of their modifiers affect the items dropped by enemies in chests, while others modify the rewards you can obtain from a heist special reward chest. Okay, so all of those lines speak to heists and heist chests, except for the increased rogue markers dropped by monsters. So in other words, once you get a trinket, notice that it's corrupted as well. Once you get a trinket, it will have limited value outside of heists. Hey, welcome, CF Worthy. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it looks like Betrayal. Betrayal on steroids is what it looks like. Alternate quality gems. Alternate quality gems come from Grand Heist reward rooms and provide even more depth for existing skill and support gems. Each existing Path of Exile gem has up to 3 alternate quality versions which grant different quality bonuses than the original gems. Some simply increase the power of the gem, while others entirely change which builds most benefit them. Okay, let's take a look here. Archmage support with alternate quality. Okay, it gains lightning and cold. Okay. Cleave gains life gain for each enemy hit. Is that what that is? Herald of Agony. Agony Crawler has 7% chance to inflict Withered for 2 seconds on hit. So 5 different gems for some. Yeah, this has a chance to be as broken as the Awaken gems. This has a chance. Alternate quality gems, yeah. This is going to be the new Awaken gem setup. Okay, replica uniques. Let's get over to this. Replica uniques and experimented base types. Other rewards you can claim from Grand Heists are replica unique items and experimented base types. Replica unique items result from attempts to recreate unique items of legend, where the end product has a few crucial differences. So we can craft uniques. They're often appropriate for entirely different character builds than the original item. The experimented base types are a variety of new base types that have exotic properties that differ from their core game counterparts. So here's Sorrow of the Divine. Life recovery from Flask also applies to Energy Shield. That's interesting. Hey, what's up, Slow-Mo? Welcome, welcome. Lionized Paws. Trigger level 5 Toxic Rain when you attack with a bow. Abyssus gains a whole bunch of elemental damage. And it's increased elemental damage taken rather than physical. Wait. This is a worse roll. Okay, this is a worse roll. So maybe that's the worst roll on this helmet. This could be interesting. The Solarine Bow. This is a new base type. It's just got a bunch of fire damage, flat fire damage on the base. So this is how they're making up for, I guess, harvest crafting going away, is they're giving us new base types and raising the power level across the board. It's just new League uniques that are a spin-off of old uniques. Okay, that's fair. Welcome, LOL Immune. Welcome, welcome. Weapon and body armor enchantments. The final type of new reward available from Grand Heist is a selection of weapon and body armor enchantments. These enchantments come on unnaturally powerful rare items and affect the magnitude of modifiers on those items. Some of these enchantments are so powerful that they involve substantial drawbacks. Okay, the fact that this says all sockets linked, doesn't that mean that you can just keep re-rolling it and you're going to get your 6th link? Right? Isn't that what this means? It's not corrupted. We can still roll on it and craft on it. You just got to hit 6 sockets and then you have your 6th link. This should make a lot of you who throw fusings down the tube in order to get your 6th link very, very happy. This should make you very, very happy. I mean, depending on how rare that is, right? %200% increased attribute requirement. Physical modifiers have 15% increased effect. Wow, that could be bonkers on the right item. This is going to be bonkers right here. Imagine getting some two-handers with that mod. Interesting. Alright, oppressive curses. We've added a new curse-related skill and a new curse support gem. The new Doom mechanic causes a self-cast curse to increase in intensity over time until it expires. This works well in conjunction with the impending Doom support, which causes an explosion of chaos damage when a linked curse ends. Curses have also received a new look. Many curses are now classified as hexes and now use the Doom mechanic. Self-cast hexes build up Doom the longer they're active, increasing their effect. So how does that work with my curse effectiveness? Maybe I'm just going to go back and play my my Vortex Occultist as a league starter. Impending Doom support and Doom Blast. Impending Doom triggers Doom Blast when the supported hex on an enemy expires, causing the explosion of chaos damage based on the level of Doom that had accumulated while the hex was active. So the longer it lasts, the more damage it does. Somebody's going to come out with some self-temp chains, like ridiculous skill effect or whatever that just lasts forever. Punishment. We've reworked the punishment skill so that it now causes enemies to take increased damage while they are on low life and explode with overkill damage when they die. As if explode mechanics weren't enough already on chests, as well as, on gems, as well as, on ascendancies. Now we've also added it to a particular curse for physical melee characters. Okay. I guess that's what some people would want, right? That are melee characters. It might be helpful until you get your explodey chest. Sharpen steel skills. We've revamped steel skills by introducing shards. Deadly blade fragments that hover near your character. The Call of Steel skill is available whenever you have a steel skill equipped. It bursts shards from the ground, providing more ammunition for steel projectiles, and causes existing shards to explode out of impaled enemies. We've also added one new steel skill and reworked both shattering and lancing steel. Lancing steel. Consume steel shards by thrusting an axe or sword forward and create a group of impaling projectiles in the air which shoots projectiles forward one after the other. Yeah, the problem with lancing steel has always been that it's essentially frost blades. You have to stand there and you're locked in for that animation to actually deal any damage. Splitting steel. Consume a steel shard. That's what's floating around him. Kind of like almost like the dancing duos. Got the weapons floating around him. Consume a steel shard to fire a single impaling projectile that splits on impact and creates a nearby explosion. The split projectiles fly at nearby enemies and create smaller explosions on impact. Call of Steel. Call of Steel causes all impaled enemies in a large radius to release all of their spikes at once, dealing area damage as the shards burst out of them. These spikes become steel shards, which can be used as various sources of ammunition for other steel skills. If there aren't enough impaled enemies within range, this skill generates steel shards over a short time. Okay, that's cool. I could see this as like, hey, throw all your knives out, essentially, or all your shards out, then call them back to you, and then throw them out again. Like, that's kind of cool. There's something cool about that gameplay loop. Now, depending on how long it takes, right? Path of Exile is always about speed clear. So, if you got to stand there and cast once for it to go out, cast again for it to come back, and then cast again, like, that's 3 casts just to blow up a pack, right? Kind of reminds me of Earth Shatter plus Warcry. Yeah. Powerful spells. Alongside the introduction of 6 new spells, we've reworked Discharge and Glacial Cascade. Okay. A goal with these new spells is that while they are powerful in a variety of character builds, they have additional benefits when self-cast. Oh no, Glacial Cascade Totems, rest in peace. Brr, brr, brr. Blazing Salvo. This spell releases a volley of fiery mortars. Isn't this just Molten Orb? Targeting enemies up close causes the mortars to land with overlapping impacts, while firing from further away causes the mortars to cover a larger area. Isn't this just the Magma Orb build with additional chains? Isn't that all this is? Blazing Salvo? Void Sphere. Void Sphere creates a Void Sphere that pulses with physical and chaos damage, pulling in all non-unique enemies. The sphere slows enemies with increasing intensity the closer they are, and sucks their corpses into the void. Okay, I need to know what's the cooldown on this thing. Can I do this? Can I do this with a Vortex build? Can I have my Vortexes going off in Void Sphere? Because it's chaos damage. So Black Hole Bomb, yeah. Exactly. Flame Wall. Create a wall of fire which deals burning damage to everything in an area. When you or your allies fire projectiles through the wall, they'll deal added fire damage and apply some of the wall's burning effect to enemies. Okay, so that's a support skill, right? Supports now have something to do, where you can essentially throw out a firewall and then your ranger that's running around and just blowing everything up can have some added fire damage. And potentially scale ignites, I guess. I guess you could use Flame Wall on a chieftain, right? That would be interesting. And much, much more. Path of Exile Heist also introduces over 25 new unique items, 12 new divination cards, a visual revamp to some skill effects, and much, much more. Corpse Walker. Trigger level 20 Corpse Walk when equipped. Yep. 40% increased damage if you've consumed a corpse recently. For each nearby corpse, regenerate a percent of your life. Okay. Chains of Emancipation. Enemy hits inflict temporal chains on you. When you lose temporal chains, you gain maximum rage. Immune to curses while you have at least 25 rage. For a belt slot, I could be wearing a Stygian Vise that gives me a bunch of life and that gives me a flat, somebody will figure out a way to make that useful, but that doesn't look that great to me. What is that name? Triskaidekaphobia. Triskaidekaphobia? I don't even know what that is. I have no clue. It gives you a map tier 13. Map quality is 13. Delirium is 100%. And it's got 8 modifiers and it's corrupted. Okay, so that's pretty nice if there's a challenge that requires you to do like 8 mod maps. The fear of the number 13. Ah, is that what it is? Good going. You guys are so smart. This is why you guys are the smartest gaming community on the planet. Path of Exile on Mac. There you go. So if you want to play PoE on your Mac, you can now do so. And then here's the Heist supporter packs. Okay, so let's go take a look now at all of the... Let's go take a look at the... where is it? At the mega thread that should have all the information. Where is it? Path of Exile, the mega thread. For Heist. Announcing Path of Exile Heist. Okay. Is this it? No, this is not where all the stuff is. Where's all the stuff? They usually have a mega thread with all the information, but they don't. All right. There's already YouTube videos out. Here we go. Polygon. Let's go see what Polygon's got to say. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to read 2 more of these articles, and then we'll wrap it up from there. With any other thoughts that you guys have, just keep the comments coming in. With any other thoughts you guys have on Heist. Ziggy D has got video footage as well of Void Sphere and Flame Wall. Okay, I'll have to check that out. That's great. On September 18th, players can dive into the newest PoE League, the game's version of a season, called Heist. The new edition allows players to thieve their way through difficult strongholds and rewards themselves with some unique items. In Heist, players can enter a new area called the Rogue Harbor. Here, players can meet up with different thieves, hire them for their crew, and prepare blueprints for their job. When players battle monsters in the world of Path of Exile, they'll come across markers, a new currency, and contracts. Consuming a marker sends a player to the Rogue Harbor. So essentially, it's like a portal. It's like a portal scroll. But you can also use it as currency, where they can sign rogue thieves onto their contract. Each contract takes a player to a different facility where they'll work alongside their hired rogues to steal a treasure. So make sure you hire your rogue before you travel. Right? Is that what I'm reading there? During a heist, players need to pay attention to an alert meter on their screen, make too much commotion, and the guards will lock down the treasure. While players can find and plunder treasure rooms inside a heist, the artifact is the primary goal. If players can make it to the artifact before alerting guards, they can steal it. But once they pick up the artifact, the guards will spring into action. If players manage to escape, they'll keep the loot, but death means leaving all that hard work behind. Okay, so this is going to be a hardcore build sort of league. You're going to want a build that doesn't die. That's what you're going to want. As players collect artifacts, they can sell it to the fence in Rogue Harbor, picking up more marks and making their way towards a grand heist. Grand heists are even more complex, require more help from the rogues, and offer even greater rewards. So we're supposed to sneak in and fight our way out? Yes, Scott, that is what it sounds like. At the end of each grand heist, players can pick from 5 unique rewards. Some of these tantalizing new items include new systems, like replica unique items and alternate quality gems, both new additions to Path of Exile. Okay, so that's how we can get the unique items and the quality gems. It's just through grand heists. Tanky stealth build? I mean, the stealth aspect isn't going to really necessarily be a build, right? That's going to be more your mechanics as a player, probably. The tankiness is going to be getting back out. Or speed, right? Just speed, blow everything up. Things can't hurt you if they're dead, right? That's a big-time philosophy in build design in Path of Exile. Replica unique items take 100 unique items and make slight tweaks. Instead of a bow that usually scales off dexterity, the replica version of the bow might scale off of strength. These small tweaks drastically alter the weapon's use cases and should spice up Path of Exile meta for a few months. Or they won't. They'll just end up being vendors anyway. But we'll see. Speed, wouldn't that raise the alert? No, we're talking about getting back out, Dusty. We're talking about getting back out. And we're not sure if the speed at which you go through raises the alert level or not. Alternate quality gems offer similar ideas for skills. Instead of a usual quality skill gem, which increases a specific aspect of the skill, alternate quality gems take the same skill but increase a different aspect. One example that developer Grinding Gear Games gave us was for a gem where quality normally increases critical strike chance. The alternate quality version increases raw attack damage instead. These rewards are unique to Heist, and only one player can get one item from the Grand Heist. In co-op heists, hey, co-op players, listen up. In co-op heists, only the player who put up the contract can pick up an alternate quality gem or replica unique item. However, they can trade any of these to a friend, and friends can loot treasures from inside Heist. GGG expects a kind of tit-for-tat approach to co-op, a thematically appropriate you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours approach to alternating heists. Heist also introduces the first new gear slot in Path of Exile history, the Trinket. For Heist, the Trinket slot only improves various Heist-related mechanics. But according to Grinding Gear Games, the studio wants to use Heist as a kind of testing ground for trinkets. If players enjoy the new mechanic, it may come to the game for a permanent fixture in the near future. As always, the Heist update comes with additional quality of life features for the rest of Path of Exile. Grinding Gear Games improved some of the game's curses and various aspects of steal spells. All right, there we go. So that's what Polygon had to say. Pretty generic, but that's as always. All right, what's this one say? PC Games N. Not much. Oh no, is it? Is it much? Oh, here's on PoE2. Here's an update on PoE2. PoE2 news. We also spoke to Wilson about the progress on Path of Exile 2 and the studio's thought process behind launching a beta. In short, Wilson admits the studio could do one right now, but also explains that they'd prefer to do it when it would ultimately be more useful to them. Okay. Okay. All right, what's PC Invasion say? They're just giving us the same thing. Yeah, they're giving us the same thing. All right. So react, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? Are you excited? Are you hype? We've got 16 days, 22 hours, 9 minutes until it's available on PC. I like that they finally did this. Hey, console friends, they got a countdown timer for you guys as well. So that's good news. So it releases on console September 23rd. It releases on PC September 18th. I will wrap up our stream today here on YouTube by reminding you guys that we are now over on Twitch. So if you've got a Twitch account and you want to give us a follow, I'm doing mostly variety streaming over there. Today we did Doki Doki Literature Club. What we're doing over on Twitch is we are playing through these 30 games that we came up with. We came up with 30 games as a community to play, and we are gradually streaming them in 30 different streams as we wait for 3.12 to come out. So we've still got a whole bunch of those games to go. I think we've still got 20 some odd games to go. We did game number 6 today, so 24 games still to go. So if you've seen updates on the Path of Exile community tab right here for our YouTube channel, that's what all that has been about. It's been taking votes on games and when we'll play them. So you can feel free to follow us over there on Twitch for variety gaming while we wait for 3.12. And then I haven't decided yet whether or not I'm going to stream more stuff over on Twitch for PoE or stay here on YouTube. I know a number of you only can watch here on YouTube and a number of you can't get on Twitch. And it's part of the reason why I was on YouTube here today, even for this announcement, because I wanted to make sure everybody knew that we were live with this coverage of 3.12. So hopefully you're excited for Heist. I'm certainly excited. And I'm going to get even more excited as we've got the official hype cycle that is now beginning 16 days, 22 hours, 8 minutes, and 0 seconds away from Path of Exile Heist. Thanks so much for joining us for today's stream, everybody. I hope today is the day a Mirror of Calandra drops for you, and if not today, then maybe you can steal one inside Path of Exile's upcoming new league, Heist.